Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
Welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo Up, a podcast where we talk about pop music. Specifically by deep diving a randomly chose UK top 10 singles chart from the past. You took for granted we want to skinny dip, it must have been something we say. Don't mean to sound personal, but we like a guy who's preferable. Ring-rang-a-dong on our holiday. I'm Andy Robinson.
And I'm James Cook.
And which randomly chosen UK top 10 singles chart from the past are we looking at this week, James?
We're going to the 13th of September, 1986.
What day did you say?
The 13th of September, 1986.
You say, just to reiterate. In the charts around this time, there were other records, of course. I mean, that's just the way the charts work. In the top 30, at least, there was When I Think of You by Janet Jackson, Word Up by Cameo, You Give Love a Bad Name by Bonjela, Walk This Way by Run DMC and Aerosmith, Lady in Red by Chris de Burgh, Ain't Nothing Going On But the Rent by Gwen Guthrie, Dancing on the Ceiling by Lionel Richie. That's a great top 30 already, isn't it?
The number one album at this time was Now That's What I Call Music 7.
Ah, okay.
Which I didn't have. I had 6, but I didn't have 7. And at the movies, you could watch Aliens, Highlander, and Sid and Nancy.
Oh, well, Sid and Nancy, of course, that fits very much into our pop music remit, doesn't it? I suppose Highlander does, doesn't it?
Yeah, Highlander's got a music thing. And Aliens might be coming up as well during this chart.
Ooh, spoiler. In the world, of course, there were a lot of recessions and record unemployment in Britain, at least. But in pop music news, Tina Turner just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Metallica were about to crash in their tour bus, killing their bass player Cliff Burton. And Queen have done their last ever gig at Nebworth by Queen. And their last ever gig, I mean Queen with Freddie Mercury, of course. What were you up to around the 13th of September 1986, James?
I had just started third year junior, and it was a big deal because I was doing that at a brand new school that had just opened. I was there day one of that school. And I was there for the last 2 years of primary, and I remember having a lovely time there. I remember it very fondly.
Ah, great memories. I like it when there's a little bit of happiness in nostalgia. Me, personally, I was just starting doing 3 A-levels in English and numeracy.
Warp, 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 warp.
I bought no percent of this top 10, either at the time or even subsequently on compilations and best-ofs and whatnots.
I also had 0% of this top 10.
But nonetheless, if there was a DeLorean, which is, appropriate for the 80s, and it might be, I'd nip back and buy a couple at least. I wish I had some stats about the 13th of September 1986 charts.
Well, here are the stats.
What?
This top 10 features 2 UK number ones, 5 songs going up, 4 going down, and 1 non-mover for a total net movement of positive 19. There are 3 British artists, 2 Americans, 1 British/American, 1 British/Canadian, 1 German, 1 Dutch, and a Jamaican. There are 5 groups, 4 solo artists, a duo, 2 cover versions, and a reimagining.
Great stats by my reckoning. There are 4 songs about the complexities of love, 2 songs about masculinity, 1 song about staying away from the light, 1 song of chastity, 1 song about a vacation, 1 song about an ejaculation. There is 1 example of self-reference and 2 key changes this week. So, it's all good in this week's top 10, I'm going to say.
Do check out the playlists. The links are in the description. We have a YouTube one, so you can watch the videos. This is the golden age of MTV, so there's plenty of videos there. Also, there's a Spotify list for anyone with a Spotify account. You can listen to the whole thing.
Heartily recommend you clicking on the playlist, because not only does it make what me and James are going on about clear, it's also a great top 10. And there's another half a dozen songs on this playlist, James. Why?
Yes, these are songs that are in the top 100 on the 13th of September 1986, but never get to be in the top 10. And we're going to get into them in our bonus tracks podcast, including Smiley Culture, The Fall, Billy Crystal, a John Hughes movie classic, and a socialist anthem that featured on Grandstand. You can join our Patreon community for free. The bonus tracks podcast costs less than a bottle of Bombay Sapphire a month.
Bombay Sapphire? I think I drank that first in 1985.
No, you couldn't have. It only came out in 1986.
Oh, that's why you brought it up then. Well, I see no reason for us to hang around. Let's rage hard into the light, doing it right.
Number 10.
Down to number 10 this week. It's Human League with Human
League.
The song Human, no League. It's just Human League singing about being human, born to make mistakes.
Have you ever watched the Champions League on TV when they have that anthem before the game?
No.
The Champions League football. It goes, it's like a big overblown orchestral thing with the word champion in many languages, and the last one is the champions. And every time I go, League, afterwards. And I was doing that with this song because they're called the Human League, and he keeps going, I'm only human, League.
This is a kind of insight and analysis you can expect. I mean, it's weird, isn't it? I was looking at this song a bit. I remembered it from... Do you remember it from the time? Let's do that first, yeah. Did you like it this week? Did you like hearing it again?
I did like hearing it again.
Yeah, and me. In the YouTube comments, of course, it's the 80s, so a lot of people are saying, back when everybody was making real music, I was very happy. Get me a DeLorean, a bit like I mentioned in there. Take me back to the 80s. What an amazing decade. What does this song do? I thought this song is serviceable at the time.
That's interesting, that they think it's real music in the 80s, because usually when people say real music, they mean actual instruments and not synthesizers. But of course, it's all synths of this song, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are real synths, though, not like the synths they use now. A lot of old 60s records, because of the recording quality at the time, they sound very much of that time.
Yeah.
And you can tell this has not just come out. With Human by Human League, if you played it to someone and they'd never heard it before, and you got them to try and guess what year it came out, would they say it was the 80s?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's got an 80s very much vibe to it, hasn't it?
What are the giveaways?
Well, for me, it was the drum beat. When I first heard it, I thought, that's an annoying drum beat. That doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the record. That's a bit of a clatter. Then looking at YouTube comments, I learned it was produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Great producers of the 80s, of course. Weirdly, that made me think, oh, it's all right then if Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis has produced it.
They know what they're doing.
They must
be fine.
It must be me.
To me, it sounds like they've bought a new drum machine and they're trying all the drums on it.
Yes.
It does. They're using all the fucking buttons.
I agree. I found it slightly frustrating. Hey, we've never done this before. Have we criticised a drum track?
I don't know if I am criticising it. It's more interesting than if it was just plodding, because it's a slow song.
You can dance to it, that's for certain.
You mentioned Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Their first hit had been Just Be Good to Me by the SOS Band.
Great sounding record.
They'd go on to write and produce 16 American number ones.
Go on, let's play that game I like so much.
Well, 9 of them are for Janet Jackson.
All right, then. Let's just do one of them and I'll claim I didn't know.
Including When I Think of You.
Janet Jackson.
Which you mentioned is in the top 30 already. Yeah. And this is also an American number one.
Okay, big record then.
Yeah, so Human League had 2 American number ones. Do you know what the other one was?
I would imagine it's when they were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
You're right. And this one isn't written by the Human League.
Okay, who's it written by?
Well, it's written by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Of course. Apparently, I learned in the YouTube comments that the album they were working on, where this single came from, was very fraught at the time. I also learned that Five covered this.
5 did a version of Human.
That's what there's on YouTube comments, I don't know.
But they're not the Human League.
The 5 League?
We'd have to sing, We're Only 5. So lyrically, this song is all about a bloke.
Let's do it.
Who's done somebody wrong, and as his excuse, he's saying that he's a human, and that means it's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's a song about cheating. He's kind of asking for forgiveness. Hang on, though. It's not only just him who's done the cheating, because the female voice, one of the Human League, Joanne Caffrell, she pops up a bit later on and does a little verse about how she's been cheating herself and she's only human.
Yeah, a spoken bit.
Yeah.
So in many ways, these guys need to join some kind of polycule
How do you mean?
You know, some
What's
kind
a
of
polycule?
You know, when loads of people are in a relationship together.
Yeah, right. Maybe they'd be happier that way.
Yeah.
Did make me think a little bit, that notion of I've been cheating, but I'm only human, born to make mistakes. It makes me think a little bit, where's your cut-off point where you can use I'm only human as an excuse? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Some mass murderer. Well, you know, I'm only human. And I like to believe I'm God now and again.
It's a common thing, isn't it? There's lots of songs that are about, I'm just human.
Yeah, go on. Such as?
Rag and Bone Man.
Oh, yeah.
Got number 2 in 2016. Similar kind of vibe.
Was that 2016? That was
Yeah.
number 1. Fucking hell, that makes me feel old.
The Killers, they asked, you know, are we human or are we dancer?
Oh, we dancer, that's it, yeah.
I'm only dancer and the rest of the reindeer. Human Nature by Gary Clayle. Human Behaviour by Björk.
Human Nature by Michael Jackson, remember?
And Human Nature by Madonna. Human Racing by Nick Kershaw.
Okay, yeah.
Where he likes to race them around, see who's the fastest. The thing is, we mentioned that the number 1 movie at this time was Aliens, but I'm Only Human is exactly what an alien would say.
Yeah.
And Phil Oakey has got a slightly otherworldly look about him.
I mean, a lot of people in the YouTube comments were actually commenting on Phil Oakey's beauty. Cole Dobson 1338 says, "Is he wearing eyeliner?" Everyone goes, yeah, he is, mate, what's your problem?
Yeah, it's Phil Oakey, mate. That's what he does.
I'm going to do, while we're talking about all the songs that mention human nature, James, this was a good shout on YouTube from somebody called Jagass. They say, the Spice Girls were lucky to get away with Mama, clearly ripped off from the Human League.
Ah,
Yeah?
is that what this is the claim? And have you got evidence?
At first, I thought, what's you going on about Jagass? 'Cause it sort of annoys me a little bit now and again when people go, oh, it sounds a bit like this, it sounds a bit like that. I was having a little look at the chords and the structure of this song, and there's a kind of, I'm only an alien, of flesh and blood I made. Something like that, yeah, chorus.
Yep.
I'm only human. What's he born to? Born to make a cake. And then I had a little listen to the Spice Girls and Mama. Mama, I love you. Mama, I care. Something like that, isn't it? Mama, I love you. Mama, my friend. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think we can have too much of a go at the Spice Girls for doing that, though, because they're only human.
But to rip,
So it's fine.
Rip off the Human League. I mean, we could do that nearly every song. It reminds me of this. But I think that was a good shout on YouTube by Jagass.
Nice going, Jackass. What do you know of the story of the Human League and the form they are in this song?
Well, the one thing that I always find a little bit frustrating about the Human League is that the lead singer's sister, she's doing gigs all over the country, and she's in bars and clubs and never gets any credit.
What's the sister's name?
Carrie.
Oh, of course.
Also, it's got a sister who's always positive called Okid. And also, it's got another brother who really likes to do a dance, and he's called Hokik.
So Joanne Catherall, who does the talky bit on this, which is a very 80s thing, isn't it? The sincere talky bit halfway through the song. Yeah. But neither of the female members of the Human League sing on this record.
Huh?
The producers brought in a session singer called Lisa Keith to do the backing vocals. This did not go down well.
I can believe it.
So in the video, Susan Ann Sully, the other female member of the Human League, is miming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know the story how Phil Oakey recruited Susan and Joanne? He saw them dancing in a Sheffield nightclub and thought, hey, they look like pop stars. And sometimes I think people use that as a kind of, no, they only, you know, they were just dancing in a nightclub. But do you know how Phil Oakey got to be in the Human League?
No, go on.
Basically, exactly the same thing happened. The original members of the Human League, the ones who went off to join Heaven 17 eventually,
yeah.
They saw him dancing in a nightclub and thought, he looks like a pop star, and hired them. So by this point, the Human League are 3 people who got the job because they looked like pop stars. And they have 2 American number 1s.
There we go.
And the Human League should not be confused with the American charity, the Humane League. And you shouldn't email the Humane League to ask them if they want to talk about any of their hit records. They do not like it.
Number 9.
Down 2 to number 9. It's So Macho by Sunita. Peaks at number 2 in the charts, the 10th biggest selling single of 1986. Her biggest hit. She has 3 other UK top 10s.
The 10th biggest selling single of this year.
That's right.
Wow. Well done, Sunita.
Why do you say that with such a surprise?
Because it's a bit shit. No.
What?
No.
What are you talking about?
I saw an opportunity to be disparaging. I took it. I don't even mean it, James, which has happened many, many times actually on this podcast. Sorry, Savage Garden.
I think I know why you don't like it.
Go on.
I totally get it, because I remember when this song came out, I was very triggered by it. Because I was born in July and I was little anyway, so I was always the smallest boy in the class at school. So when she comes on going, I don't want no 7 stone weakling, I was like, oh.
Let's do the words.
I'm about 7 stone.
Yeah, all right.
And a weakling. Sunita doesn't want me. And that made it very hard for me to get into the rest of the song.
Let's go through the things that Sunita is prizing so highly.
Because it's essentially her Tinder profile, isn't it? All set to music. So is that why you don't like it? Because you just don't feel you're macho enough to enjoy it?
I am looking at the qualities Sunita uses to see what is macho. She don't want no 7 stone weakling or a boy who thinks he's a girl. She is after a hunk of a guy, an experienced man of the world. Then later on she goes, I'm tired of taking the lead. I want a man who will dominate me. Someone who will love and protect me and take care of my every need. No, I don't mean to be personal, but
Well, too late for that, Sunita.
She's gone too personal.
She's been nothing but personal.
Would you believe, James, in the year 2025, below the line, Sunita seems to have started some kind of culture war?
Oh, good. Let's have a culture war about fucking everything. We'll have that. We'll have crunchy versus smooth peanut butter.
Yeah.
One side will be woke. One side will be gammon.
Which side do you think could be woke in the crunchy versus smooth? What do you think the woke would be attracted to?
Probably the smooth one, because it gets rid of all the... I'm triggered by all the peanuts in the peanut butter.
Maybe the crunchy one would be the woke way of looking at peanut butter, because they don't mind a little bit of like grit and oyster wear. Anyway. Joseph Clift, 3662, he starts off semi-innocently by saying, Sunita was a wet dream. Lyrics. What lyrics? So, he don't care. Paul Flynn, 5366, calls his song Filling Out Your Grindr Profile. Pretty good, okay?
Yeah, to be fair, it is more of that, isn't it? It was a big hit in the gay clubs. That's kind of how it became a hit.
And then, would you believe, one jubboy says, better than feminists bombarding men with comments like patriarchy, misogyny and toxic masculinity.
Wow.
So someone else goes on to say...
Someone's divorced.
Someone else goes on to say... It is much more pleasant for males to hear a pro-masculine message from an attractive female singer. And then they go on to say, plenty of male singers sing love songs about a woman they are in love with, in which the positive aspects of femininity are highlighted. And then, finally, Chris B pops up to say, it highlights how far we have fallen as a species when such a light-hearted song is deemed as offensive in today's world, which I don't think anyone has.
Has anyone said that?
No.
Has anyone said that?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm glad he's getting angry at something that doesn't happen.
There's quite a lot of it in the comments this week. I'm going to dig into it. There's a lot of people
God.
saying, how come you can't tell? And I think, who said you can't?
Yeah. When they have those marches, it's not against this song, you know.
Garply 101 says, this song was actually written by a man. I think he's a pastor or a vicar now. Then, of course, because there's culture wars going on, Unknown T7 pops up to says, that would be about right, probably a Catholic.
Well, I can tell you about the writer of the song.
Please do.
So it's written by a bloke called George Hargreaves, who'd also write songs for 5 Star and the theme tune to Pebble Mill at 1.
Well done.
Yeah. He'd go on to unsuccessfully stand for Parliament 6 times. Once for the referendum party, twice for Christian Vote, and 3 times for the Christian Party. And he was at the forefront of the protest against Jerry Springer, the opera.
Right.
Because it wasn't macho enough.
Oh, it's macho for him.
And yes, he is a pastor now. And he's kind of disowned this song.
Has he?
Well, he's kind of gone, well, that was a thing I did when I was younger. I mean, he wrote a gay anthem, and then he viciously campaigned against an opera that implied that Jesus might be a bit gay.
Interesting.
Wonder what's going on there.
P. Giddy on YouTube.
That's
says,
a good name.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
He says, anyway, I want the first 26 seconds of this song to play before I enter every one of my business meetings.
What a great song this would be to walk onto to anything.
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I've watched all the videos.
Okay, so I don't have to... But I like asking you that
I
question.
know you
in that
do. That's
stupid
why I watch
voice.
them all, so you don't keep asking me it.
What did you make of this week's video from Sunita? Interesting, yeah?
Learning about the video and the production of this single made me like it more.
Go
because
on.
I love an underdog. And even though there's a Simon Cowell element to this, at the time, he was kind of an underdog. So she was the first artist to sign to Simon Cowell's management company. And the record company was going to pull the plug, but Cowell sort of talked them into releasing it in July the previous year.
So I learned on YouTube,
Yeah.
it says this was the third time of release it and became a hit later on.
Well, yeah, they tried it. It didn't take, but it started being a success in the gay clubs. So Cowell pulled it from the shelves, deleted it, and then re-released it after there was a bit of a head of steam, and then it sort of climbed and climbed the charts. In fact, it was re-released in February of 1986, and it fell out of the charts twice before coming back in and getting into the top 10. The video was made for 500 quid in one of Simon Cowell's mates' flats.
All right,
And-
Master Mao 8592 on YouTube says this was filmed at my sister's flat.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, right.
And apparently Sunita supplied her own wardrobe, did her own hair and makeup. They're just doing it off their own backs in a kind of guerrilla style.
It is true. It looks a bit like that. We've mentioned Sunita a lot in the video, as you would expect, since it's her song. Let's talk about the fella in the video. An actor called Mike Savage, who later went on to be in EastEnders. I've read on YouTube. Whether that's a fact or not, I don't know.
That's more than I can find out about him.
Okay.
I'm happy to go along with that.
We don't know for certain, but let's say that's true.
He's everything she doesn't want, apart from, I would argue, the Seven Stone.
I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Sunita, very much in this video, this sister's flat it was filmed at also doubles up as the psychiatrist's office, doesn't it? Sunita is telling this fella what sort of man she wants, and then the fella, this medically approved psychologist, he changes his identity, doesn't he? I think trying to get off with Sunita a little bit is a bit of a hair metal rocker for a short while, and then he dresses up as a caveman, then he dresses up as some hybrid of a clown and magician, and then
I can't believe that one didn't work.
just thought it, and then he tries to hypnotise Sunita, and I think this is not within your practice.
But good for Sunita. She refuses all of these
In fact,
ridiculous...
she hypnotises him at the
Yeah.
end by his own watch, hoisted by his own petard.
Good. Feminist anthem, that's why. Sunita would go on to become a loose woman. She came 11th on I'm a Celebrity in 2011, behind eventual winner Dougie
I
from
think you should,
McFly.
James, before we get into it, I think you should explain for people who, it's a fact, isn't it? We've looked at our stuff. People listen to this who are not in the country. So when you say Sunita was a loose woman, sounds bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want you to think that she became a host on the TV show Loose Women.
For God's sake, don't
No,
think
can't.
that.
She came 9th on The Jump in 2014, the show where celebrities did a ski jump, behind Kimberly from the Pussycat Dolls, Richie from Five, and eventual winner Joe McElderry.
Andy Shep on YouTube says, it's always amusing when Wordle takes you back to a song. That's good.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 month, $90 for 6 month, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
Isn't it?
Number 8.
Up 6 to number 8 this week, it's Cutting Crew with I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight.
Well, there's no tonight,
I just died in your arms.
but the I just is in brackets.
I just, in brackets, died in your arms. No, tonight.
Yeah, the
Cutting
song's
Crew.
called Died in Your Arms, but they've decided to put I just in brackets.
How do you feel about this use? Now, James, you're very... At the two of us, I'm going to say you've got a keener eye for bracket work.
Yeah.
What do you think of this bracket use?
The whole point of the brackets is for people who don't know what the song's official title is, but will say something else, and that's the thing. So they put the brackets in for those people. So I think they'll call it I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight, and everyone knows what it is.
Yeah.
You'd have to be a complete arsehole to get pernickety about it and go, actually, it's just died in your arms.
Yet, here we are,
Yeah.
doing it.
Well, that's what I am.
It's a big hit. I learned on the comments from people who've seen it in Lego Batman, GTA Vice City, Stranger Things. Someone said, so here we are talking about a record nearly 40 years old, yet remains in popular culture to this very day.
But in a kind of campy, wink wink, isn't this a bit overblown and melodramatic way?
Do you think?
Yeah, it is that.
Do you think it's a bit overblown and melodramatic, this song, then?
Yeah, a little bit. How it starts, it's got that keyboard, and, ho, 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 and then it goes, "Aye!" I just died in your arms. I think, oh, blimey. What's going on there?
And yet, they're still at it, Cutting Crew, still gigging all over the world. Do you know who they work with in a recent tour in West Germany?
The woman from Moonlight Shadow.
Shadow. That's right. That's a reference to an old episode we did.
Yep.
Maggie Riley.
Yep.
I just chucked that question in to see if you actually remember all these facts you chuck at me. Well done.
Nick Van Edie is, I think that's how you say his name. He's the guy, he's the singer. He's
Go on.
the songwriter as well. He said, I just died in your arms tonight, came to him while he was having sex with his girlfriend, saying, and this is my favourite quote, saying, I actually remember saying that, and wrote it down.
All right, Nick. Now, I like this song because I sort of didn't realise this till this... I sort of knew it at the time. I didn't really give it any attention anyway. But it is a song all about sleeping with your ex and regretting it, and the dying in your arms refers to le petit mort, an orgasm.
Yeah.
Complicated subject. Going about human league being a bit dodgy when I slept with someone else. Nick is sleeping with someone and then regretting it at the very moment.
Well, that's right, isn't it? That's what happens.
I like it as well because the fact that it made me think, once I got my head around what this was about, when he goes, it must have been something you said, I thought, what did she say that pushed Nick over the edge?
Get off. No, not like that. Not there, stupid.
Yeah, so did you know that about this song? Did you realise that?
No, I found that out this week. I think before I'd always assumed I just died in your arms tonight was kind of, I collapsed into your arms tonight. Because people use that word died. I don't think he literally died.
But James, we've mentioned it just, or rather I did. The French do. Le petit mort, the little death.
Yeah, all right. I know what it is now.
Poetry.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about what I thought it was before. I mean, I've just died in the King's arms many nights.
We're comedians. I feel we have to point that
Sometimes.
out sometimes, James, don't we? Because, let's face facts, people don't always know from listening to this. In fact, when even they're watching us with a light on us on a stage, holding a microphone, they don't necessarily know, etc., etc. But it gives a very different feeling to I died last night, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must have been something I said. I could have walked away. That's a line, isn't it? I should have walked away.
Yeah.
I should have walked away.
Well, because I didn't get into this song this week, I listen to it every day, as I often do. Put the top 10 on, soak yourself in it. And I didn't like it at the time, and I gave it loads of plenty of listening this week. And I did feel at the end of it I should have walked away, maybe.
Yeah, not a fan.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
It's so ridiculous, isn't it? It's so typically 80s power ballad.
yeah.
This is going to be on one of those leather and lace compilations that they used to advertise. The best driving songs ever.
The record, which I think is a bit of a ballsy move, it starts with the chorus as well, doesn't it? Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. Like, get off, or is it in yet? Can I walked away? Then I like this bit. I could have walked away.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah. Well, no, but it's an approximation.
It's all right, isn't it? I didn't like it at the time, and it's only because we're doing this I'm even thinking about it, I suppose.
Is it yacht rock?
Is it yacht rock? What do you think as a yacht rock resident expert?
I think it is yacht rock.
Got a touch of the yacht about it,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
On the lyrical front, I'm interested by the line, her diary, it sits by the bedside table.
Yeah.
Do you think he looked at the diary? Do you think he looked inside?
Yeah, it's
Opened up the diary and
Look.
it said, dentist, 2 o'clock.
I'll tell you what line I hate early on.
Is it the curtains are closed, the cat's in the cradle?
That's another one I thought was nonsense.
Because it just literally means there's a cat in a cradle somewhere. It's like, you spoil that bloody cat.
Who would have thought that a boy like me could come to this? I mean, he wants it to be a bit grotty, doesn't he, this song? I think he's singing very much, as we like to say every week, although he did write about this from personal experience, but it might be a character. Doesn't sound like
You're not convinced, are you?
No.
Yeah. How could a boy like me do this? That's up there with, I'm only human.
Well, this is good
making
then.
excuses.
It's only Sunita so far who's saying properly what she wants.
Exactly.
All right.
So what you like about Sunita, at least she's bloody honest with herself. Not like this lunatic. Nick Van Edie had released singles as a solo artist and as a member of the band The Drivers, but nothing had ever charted. The Cousin Crew have one more UK Top 40 hit, 5 more in the Top 100, and then that's the end of that for their chart career. But as of 2021, this song had been played 6 million times on American radio.
Blimey, O'Reilly.
It was an American number one.
Okay. As we often say, James, it really doesn't matter what me and you... Hey, should we bring in Nile Rodgers? Let's do it quickly. Nile Rodgers says, just because you don't like a record that's gone in the charts, it doesn't really matter because loads of people have and they bought it and they could have bought anything else. And Cutting Crew would certainly suggest that this is the case for me and you this week.
That Nile Rodgers quote has changed quite a lot, hasn't it?
How do you mean? over the time we've been doing
Over the
it?
time we've been doing this podcast. It's basically just means whatever we want it to mean. Can also point out the excellent use of the word proxy in the song lyrics.
Oh, go on.
I can't really think of any other songs that have the word proxy in.
If you can think of any songs with the word proxy in, email us to shoobydpodcast@gmail.com and tell us your proxy suggestions.
And thank you for the first 100 people who will email with the joke. What about proxy music? We've already thought of it, guys.
Well done. What do you think of this video? Let's do it briefly.
That's a big coat. That's what I was mainly thinking.
He's got a big coat. This annoyed me a little bit as well. I like the beginning. There's a woman playing on the cello, and she's sitting there.
But there's no cello.
It gets snatched away from her, and she continues to play an invisible cello. It makes noise. Then it goes into the studio where they're...
Hang on.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a woman there, and she's playing an instrument, and then the instrument's finished, and the woman has to carry on by herself.
Hey,
I think there's something going on there.
maybe she should have walked away, yeah? Got my nerves anyway. They're performing, aren't they? Then it shows sort of a backstage thing, and they run around the stage. They're doing this all, you know.
They're having too much of a nice time, aren't they, for your
Do you know,
tastes?
one of the records in our bonus tracks edition we're going to do, featuring 2 actors, Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines, they have such a nice time in the video, it made me fucking hate them. Things are going on with me, James. I don't understand it when I do the 80s charts. I go weird. Cedric Guala on YouTube says, this song overwhelms me to the very existence of my being and transcends through times and generations. Thank you, Mike and the Mechanics.
Number 7.
Down 3 places to number 7. It's Brother Louie by Modern Talking.
A lot of Louie's type on YouTube. This is my name. I had to sift through loads of them for some comments. So there's that. Let's put that on the table straight away.
Were any of them monks?
Huh?
Brother Louie.
Brother Louie.
Yeah. A number 1 in their native West Germany. A number 4 here in the UK. I've got a little story about this song.
Let me throw in some other facts while you're just getting that up, James. It says also, I learned on YouTube that this song is massive in Russia, Vietnam, the Philippines, Italy, India, and Greece to this very day.
There's a reason why it's massive in Russia.
Oh, go on.
It was one of the first sort of Western songs that was allowed to be sold behind the Iron Curtain. So Modern Talking have a big Eastern European fan base because they were the first ones they heard legitimately. And of course the Berlin Wall comes down. So really, if anything, Modern Talking brought down the Berlin Wall.
Yeah. Well done, Modern Talking.
Modern Talking, Germany's most successful pop duo. Written by Dieter Bohlen, who later was a judge on Deutschland sucht den Superstar and Das Supertalent.
It's such a pretty language when you talk it, James.
And is one of the 1,000 richest Germans. He's basically the German Simon Cowell.
Okay.
Possibly song written about the song's producer, who's called Louie Rodriguez. And the singer is not a woman, which I found out this week.
Oh, you thought the timbre, the sound of the voice was a woman singing?
Yeah. It's the singer Thomas Anders, born Bernd Weidung.
Yeah.
You don't want to be Bernd Weidung.
Never.
But our mutual friend and fellow comedian, Paul Sinha, off of The Chase,
Great comedian, great man, Paul Sinha.
got in touch with me to say, in 1986, The late Bollywood composer Bappi Lahiri went on a UK tour during which he found time to visit us. When he says us, his family. It turned out my dad knew him. When he saw the piano, he played his new song, and I glared at him in disbelief. I told my dad later. My dad said, "How do you know they didn't steal it off him?" Because the song he played is a song called Shooby Dooby, which appeared in the movie Dance Dance, IMDb rating 6.0, sung by Alicia Chennai, which is basically Shooby Dooby to the tune of Brother Louie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which came first, the Shooby or the Louie?
I believe it was the Louie that came first.
Right. I mean, the song itself, I'm going to say, with my whatever I've got going on this week, it annoyed me a little bit because the verse is all about a woman, aren't they? Singing to a woman.
Yeah, stop going out with Louie, basically.
Yeah. No, he's saying weird stuff to her.
Well, he's German. It's probably the most romantic thing a German's ever said.
You making me feel better about my racism towards the Americans from that episode we did a couple of weeks ago.
They're not a race.
What are they then?
Xenophobia, mate. It's not racism.
It's just pure xenophobic. I'm all right. I'm not racist. I'm just deeply, deeply xenophobic. The verses are going like, deep love is a burning fire. Stay because the flames grow higher. This game can't last forever. Why can we not live together? All this kind of stuff. And then he just jumps focus for the chorus, doesn't he? And just goes, "You're no good, can't you see, Louie? I mean, love set her free." So I didn't like the notion of singing the verse to the woman and the chorus to the fellow. It took me out of the song a little bit. However, I was finding it annoying. Then I remembered the cost of energy and food, and I just refocused my ire.
Because he's singing, he basically wants to go out with Louie's girlfriend, or Louie's trying to steal his girlfriend.
Yes, who knows? It's
I can't
hard.
work it out.
Yeah, nor me. There's a bit in it that sounds a bit like Shooby Dooby, which I liked, of course.
Yeah. Shooby Dooby Dooby Doo up.
Yeah. I mean, they're interested in modern talking. They remind me of that sort of Wham or Go West or Black Lace, don't they? One single.
Go West Germany.
Yeah. James Fisher, 9757, this is good, says, "This song saved me from a rollicking at work when I was 16. As it starts on the radio, my supervisor says, 'Now listen. Oh, I like this record, just a minute. I know I've taken a while to say it, guys, but thank you. I like this notion of a record getting you out of, let's call it a bit of a roasting, a bit of a bollocking.'"
It's catchy as, isn't it? Ding, 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 diddly, ding, ding.
It's catchy, there's no denying it. But so is chlamydia, so we... It was all right, isn't it? I mean, it's going on. Defy82010 says, "Peace and love in 80s music. When I listen, I want to dance. People all around me, all together. We say, 'Fuck you. We will not be your system slave.'" So it promotes that feeling in people, at least, doesn't it?
Yeah, it brought down the Berlin Wall, mate. What more do you want? It's catchy, it brings down the Berlin Wall.
Did you watch a video?
Yes.
What did you make of this? Now,
I spent most of it going, that's a bloke.
What about the other bit in it I found kind of
Das ist
intriguing?
eine Herr.
Das Wunderbar ist gross. That means the living room is big. It had clips, James, from filming it, didn't it?
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It has.
I wondered why you hadn't picked up on this. This intrigued me probably the most.
It has clips from the movie Once Upon a Time in America,
Yeah.
Sergio Leone movie set in New York, all about gangsters and stuff.
Interspersed throughout the pop video.
So you're going, is this song in Once Upon a Time in America? Because I've seen that movie, and I can't remember them doing a Europop dance sequence in it. And no, it's got nothing to do with that film at all.
The director just thought, I'm going to put in some clips from another film that's got nothing to do. I quite like it. It's audacious, isn't it?
Such a tonally different film. You hear this kind of poppy thing and you think, oh, maybe it's going to be like a John Hughes comedy or, Beverly Hills Cop. That would make sense. No, Once Upon a Time in America, not set in the 80s.
It made me, spoiler alert coming up, there's some songs featuring clips from films to promote their video. I was thinking, what sort of world do we live in? Was this even in there? This is because of modern talking and their nonsense.
It'd be like this. Do you remember when we did Boys, Boys, Boys by Sabrina?
Yeah.
And halfway through, it just suddenly shows clips of The Godfather Part 2. It's
exactly.
What's going on? I mean, I suppose she is Italian, so that does kind of make sense.
We haven't had this comment for a bit. Aaron Glimbug 666 says 0% nudity, 0% auto-tune, 0% violence, 50% hair, 50% talent.
That's what pop music is. It's 50% talent, 50% hair.
Especially in this 80s chart.
Number 6.
Up 17, a massive 17 place, I'm going to say this week. It's Holiday Rap by MC Micah G and DJ Sven, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say on the internet, but here we are.
The two greatest rappers the world has ever seen. Not my words. The words of MC Micah G and DJ Sven.
Hey, this is one of the songs with self-reference in this week.
Yeah.
It's self-reference all over it.
Yeah. Micah G, the fastest rapper. His rap is stronger than the sucker MCs. Sven says, I can understand things most rappers say. It doesn't sound like much of a boast, but I've got to be honest. That's more than I can do.
Absolutely.
I don't know what they're going on
Tried
about.
to watch Hamilton. I turned it off after 10 minutes thinking what's going on.
DJ Sven, though, he was all about it. He was like, I know most of what's happening here. Rapping is his thing. He does it every day.
It does it
Every day, mate.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah.
have a day off for rest. He raps every day. He's
I like
the
it.
number one rapper. His name is Sven. He can rap more raps than a Superman can.
I'm clearing the floor. Go for it.
No,
What else?
I've just written down a few of the,
All right.
few of the boasts because they make me laugh so much. We should say it's a rap record done by two Dutch blokes where they brag about how good they are at rapping.
Yes.
It's very charming.
It's good, isn't it? Now, I sort of remember this record because I was however old I was, 16, 17. I dismissed it. I got into it this week.
On our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group, by the way. Search for Shooby Dooby Doo-Wop. You can join in all the chats and that. Our good Facebook friend, Matt Taylor, he said,
Good old Matt Taylor.
as a 13-year-old, it never occurred to me that we're going to ring rang-a-dong for a holiday was just shit. I just accepted everything. I now look at the 13-year-olds that I teach who look quite normal and wonder if they're just secretly idiots too. But the thing is, Matt, we're going to ring dang-a-dong for a holiday is a brilliant lyric.
Yeah, it's not shit, is it?
No,
we disagree with you in this case, Matt, but thank you for your interest and support.
Every time I go on holiday, I'm going to ring rang-a-dong for a holiday. And I say it to my family and they go, what the hell are you talking about?
Let's describe the record if we can. It is a mix of Madonna,
Yeah, what song does it sample?
Holiday,
Nope.
Celebrate.
Nope. It
what?
doesn't sample Holiday. They've re-recorded it.
Okay.
Ha ha.
Valid point. If we're going to delve into the minutiae, then that's a good thing to point out there. They've re-recorded. What's the other song? It interpolates. Yeah, I'm chucking that word in.
Summer Holiday by Cliff Richard and the Shadows.
Yeah.
So Bruce and one of the Bryans have writing credits on this song.
Made me think, James, that it'd be a good idea from MC Micah G and DJ Sven. If they want to do another song, they should use a Cliff Richard song and another Madonna song. Music makes the people come together. Music makes the bourgeoisie and the rebel. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Mistletoe and Vogue.
We haven't mentioned, of course, apart from the brilliant lyrics talking about how good they are, we haven't mentioned what's the best bit of this record, James?
There's so many great bits in this record. I mean, the line, we're going to ring rang-a-dong for a holiday. The line, I'm the guy on your radio, also rocking to the rhythm in stereo.
Yeah.
Stereo?
Stereo.
Yes, please. Is it when listen to the beatbox he will play and then he has an asthma attack?
You've got it. It's the beatbox section. A unique take on the beatbox skill, isn't it, from these two Charlies?
Lesser beatboxers try and make their beatboxing sound like drums.
Yeah.
Not these guys.
Like that going on while the
One of them's
beatboxing.
And you think, calm down, mate. Get a paper bag. Breathe into that. It's so funny.
It's funny, yet great, isn't it?
They're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, yo, Sven, we're going to London and New York City, and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. Right?
What do you think? These two, when you see them, I think, you're going to go to New York and you're going to go to... But what are you going to get up to in Amsterdam?
No. It's they're taking a piece of Amsterdam. They're from Amsterdam. What piece of Amsterdam are they taking with them? And obviously, it will be a guide to the Anne Frank Museum.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's what they're
that's
up
what
to,
they're
isn't it?
taking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
definitely.
culture. Not the sex workers and the drugs.
So Micah G, Lucien Vitavine, years after this, got addicted to drugs and
okay.
was homeless for several years. But he did sort himself out. He made a comeback in 2009 under the name Lion's Den. DJ Sven Van Veen, was a DJ on Dutch radio. He was basically the Dutch Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Okay, yeah. P. Whitestrake on YouTube says, before Eminem, there were these guys.
This, in my mind, is how all rap should be.
I've heard you express this previously. Hey,
Proper rapping.
let's get out of here quick before the rain's going. Renee Roel 6150 says, nice song, but don't forget the producer, master mixer Ben Leibrand. I also learned this. Mike G, he talks about his initials. He says M is for microphone, G is for genius. I'm going to say M might be for mediocre and G might be for generic, but nonetheless, here we are.
Oh, it's anything but mediocre and generic.
I'm being silly. It's a great record.
I can understand if people hate it, but you can't dismiss it. It's amazing. I've had so much fun listening to this week.
And me, James. Who's going to stop us like in Holiday Rap by MC Micah G and DJ Sven? The Pop Police? I don't think so.
Did you watch the video?
Ask me properly.
You watched the video?
And it was alright, wasn't it? The one I saw was two fellas, or I don't think it was them even. It looked like we filmed on an old phone. Did you see that video?
The one I put on the playlist is them on a European sort of Top of the Pops show.
Okay, from the era, from the time.
From the era. There's more of a height differential than you think there's going to be.
Absolutely.
One of them is much, much taller than the other one, and all the people sitting around them in like armchairs look like they just want to have a big nap.
Made me think, I saw him a video from only 3 years ago at some German... It's fucking chucking it down, isn't it? What's happened here is we are talking about summer holiday and we are in Britain, so this makes perfect sense in some ways. Don't worry, we'll be out of here very soon.
Oh, go.
It's really good. It's really good, this song. Yeah, what was he talking about? Oh, yeah. This is good. I saw a few comments on YouTube saying, I'm here because of David S. Pumpkins. Are you aware of this?
Yes, the bit where it goes is in the Saturday Night Live sketch David S. Pumpkins with Tom Hanks playing a bizarre sort of Halloween character that no one knows where he's from. And they use either a sample of that or something that's incredibly similar in one of the sort of skeleton dance sequences. Now the rain stopped. I've got nothing to say.
That's all right. We're talking about... Yeah. Oh,
what has this got in common with Brother Louie by Modern Talking?
It's annoying as well.
No, it was also a number one in West Germany.
Good old West Germany.
And in their native Netherlands, Belgium, France, Italy and Sweden.
Yeah, man. Big hits all over.
You start to think, is this why we voted leave? We were wrong. We should have embraced MC Micah G and DJ Sven. I mean, we're a bit like them in a way, aren't we?
How do you mean?
Well, you're taller than I am.
Yeah.
And I'll probably end up addicted to drugs.
I know what I wanted to talk about now. The clip I watched a little bit was from a few years ago at some German pop festival, I would imagine. Yep. I thought it was really nice seeing these two old men coming out singing this silly song again. It made me think that's a good way, isn't it, of having, if you're going to be like a bit of a one-hit wonder, it's good to have a bit, like if you're, I don't know, if you're someone like, say, Placebo, this respected rock band who kind of Nancy Boy was their big song. It's hard for you in your old age to come out and sing this and mean it with the audacity, but two dads singing about having a holiday and they're in stereo and it's a ring-a-dang-a-dong, you can do that for the rest of your life with a charm, can't you?
Hooray, hooray for this song.
Well, that's numbers 10 to 6 of this chart from the 80s. I mean, really good, I think, and I was a little bit snitty about some of the records, I have to say, but the top 5, nearly all bangers.
Yep, coming up, we've got the Bloke Out of Chicago, the return of Frankie, a plea to keep your kit on, Pop's most successful Boris, and a vicar that still fills the dance floors to this day.
Even though we haven't done it yet, what would that sound like?
Let's all just calm down a bit, keep the clothes on for a while, and see what happens.
This music is off the charts, which... kind of not off. It's very much on the charts.
It's on the charts, and that's the whole point of this podcast. Yeah. And sometimes people at a disco, they think it's going to be long because there's a long one coming, and they get it wrong, and they are foolish. You have to wait for the second R, because that's when the long R is.
As always, you can listen to the Spotify playlist, watch the videos on our YouTube playlist. Great top 10, another half a dozen songs that never made the top 10 for our Patreon.
We got loads of content, guys. Remember, just follow us on Facebook, Shooby Dooby Doo Up. We're also on Instagram at Shooby Podcast. We have a tip jar now as well.
Yeah.
The link is in the description. And whatever you do, don't forget to ring dang a dong for your holiday.
And don't forget to Shooby Dooby Doo Up.
But sure.